From the power play, and now this is Danville's job to...
Justin Brosnan hits the back of the net on the face-off. No one could really get it. The puck rolled towards the far side. Justin Brosnan, open net, and Justin Brosnan, his first goals at Dayton Demonz.
And just like I was saying before the goal was scored, Danville was getting too lazy in the defensive zone and not taking another zone, and just like that, Dayton equalizes, just as I thought would happen.
Justin Brosnan, his first goal as a Dayton Demon, gives the hometown crowd something to cheer about. 1-0 Demons, 5:28 left to go in the first period. Now away for Dayton. He'll swipe around towards his left, now towards his right. He'll zigzag around past the final blue line. There's Battaglia. Battaglia to McClure! And Lee McClure gets his second goal as a Demon against his former team. 2-0 Demons, 19.3 seconds left to play in the first.
Now it's exactly what Danville tried to avoid, and a horrible job there by Joe Pace, letting Lee McClure come in all alone. That was Joe Pace's man. He let him walk in, and really no contest. Lee McClure is not going to miss that close in. Horrible defense there. They need to pick it up. It's exactly the worst way you can end the period. And now Dayton's pretty much on cloud 9 right now.
Jonathan Giuliano with one dasher in front. Pass goes to Taguna. Taguna hits the back of the net. Make it Anthony Battaglia hits the back of the net. Over the right shoulder, Jeremy Sepner. Battaglia with goal number 12 on the season. 3-0 Demons. 12:58 left to go in the second.
Now once again, a bad defensive maneuver by the Dashers. They really let James Kirkwood and Jeremy Sepner out to dry. James Kirkwood did all he could, being one man back against 3 Dayton players. One other did manage to come back, but really there's not much you can do. Once again, Dayton on an odd man rush with those players. Ahmed Mahfouz one of them, and once again, Dayton just running away with it, taking every chance they can.
Demons 3, Dashers 0, 12:58 left to go in the second. A good catch by Larkin Sarfrink. We got Zaleski. Zaleski just tackles the Demon from behind. We got shoving, and we got a crowd going on. I think that's Mahfouz diving on Zaleski, who knocked Lee McClure down on the ice.
You're right there, Lee. That was Mahfouz who jumped in and there on Zaleski right from the far side. Zaleski didn't even see him coming, I don't think.
Zaleski drops the gloves.
Here, are they going to try to?
Here we go. Zaleski loses his helmet. Mahfouz loses his helmet. Here we go. Zaleski versus Mahfouz. Mahfouz coming in. And Zaleski falls to the ground. Mahfouz takes him down on the ice. Zaleski lost his balance, and Mahfouz will finish him off with Zaleski down on the ice. This gets all the Demons fans on the ice as we have the goal horns. Apparently.
Now someone has tossed a glove into the seating.
Yes, that was Zaleski's gloves. And it's picked up in section 25. Mahfouz comes in to the sin bin. And Zaleski's being shown the door. Zaleski just hammered. I thought it was Lee McClure. That might have been Jonathan Giuliano, actually. And he just comes in, just levels the Demon, and Mahfouz comes in behind him, and he levels Zaleski. The two drop the gloves and the helmets, and they just go at it. Zaleski unfortunately lost his balance as he was coming towards Ahmed Mahfouz. He was not afraid to battle number 19, but he just lost his balance, and Mahfouz picks him off on the ice.
Once again, it's the rough ice of this arena, taking another victim.
And the puck is shooed back. Brian Marks controls it at the center point. He heads into the slot, and there's a slapper, Lee McClure. It's blocked in traffic, but Brian Marks picks up the loose puck. McClure back near the slot, shoved in Aiken, he's stuffed. Marks picks it back up. 40 seconds on the 5-on-3, 8:31 left in the second. 3-0 Dayton. McClure, slapper, and Aiken can't direct it in. Back to McClure it goes. Marks slaps it. In it goes! Brian Marks with a power play goal! Brian Marks with goal number 5 in a Dayton Demonz jersey in 2013-2014. It's 4-0 Dayton.
And frankly, the bad luck for the Danville Dashes continues, and the Demons just continuing to take advantage after opportunity after opportunity.
Now it's a 4-0 Demons lead. One of the penalties will be erased, so Dayton will be on the 5-on-4 for the next 132. 8:21 left to go in the second. Dayton out shooting Danville 26-16.
Absolute domination by the Demons.
It's won by Len Pelche. Demons control it on the far boards. Chasing is Dustin Henning of Danville. Felton pokes it away, and Wall's got it for the Demons. Wall. It's up Pelche behind him near the Dayton bench. Pelche's shot. It hits off Sarfrink. Picked up by the red jerseys. And it's Pelche now over to Williams. Williams looks. He tries to dump it in. In it goes! I believe August Aiken dumps it in past Sarfrink. And that's another power play goal. And Dayton leads 5-0 with 6:55 left to go in the second.
Now Larkin Sarfrink got caught with his 5-hole open. He was anticipating the shot to go to the far bottom corner. It took a crazy deflection the very last second in the crease. And really not a chance for Sarfrink in the stance he was in. Good job there by the Demons to anticipate that.
If this is indeed a redirection by August Aiken, that's his 9th goal on the season. Right away, loose puck, and here's Ryan Stern. Puck is making, the net is loose, and the referee. We have Blair just hammering a Demon.
Get the goal. Here Rose is getting into it now. You gotta be careful here.
He just.
Things are gonna start getting really tense here for both teams. Good job there by Blair. That was actually a really vicious hit from behind by Lee McClure. He had that coming.
Blair just took down Lee McClure in a split second, and Blair goes into the box. And Lee McClure also goes in there 5 for fighting as well. And the net is dislodged. Jeff Rose, like you said, starting to get in there too. It's for the Demons, it's all for one and one for all. And I also sense that on the Danville Dashers, it's two team-friendly teams, if you know what I'm saying. In front, a minute on the 5-on-3, 5:15 left to go in the second. 5-0 Demons. Aiken now to Marks. Marks kicks it over Battaglia. Battaglia off the Dasher's skates. Picked up by Marks once more in front of the Dayton bench. Marks slaps it. Aiken, in it goes! Aiken with his 2nd goal on the night. He's got 10 on the season, and it's now 6-0 Demons.
Now once again, just more of the same. And really, what can you do if you're Danville at this point? This game is quickly getting out of hand. And now Huggett just tossed the water bottle on the ice. So this is gonna get very ugly before it's over. You can feel it coming.
Both sides, 3 Demons surrounding Henning. He'll drag it around, and it's stopped by Rose, swept away. Tremblay's got it. He'll hit up Barr just shy of the slot. There's a slapper. Henning off the pads of Rose, and Brian Marks just knocks Andreev down. Marks and Andreev are going to go at it. Marks has lost his helmet, and Andreev takes a tumble on the ice with Brian Marks going at it with Andreev.
And Andreev is not afraid to drop the gloves. He fought in the prospects camp, in the FHL free agent camp, and he dropped him with Chris McCarthy of the Watertown Privateers, and it was an absolute knockout. Andreev, he can score, but he knows how to fight.
Marks being shown the Zamboni doors.
And rightfully so. At this time, just send players out. This is getting ugly.
5:36 left to go in the third. Dayton 6, Danville 2, and looks like Andreev will be shown the glass Zamboni doors as well. A 4-goal lead for the Dayton Demons over their Midwest rivals, the Danville Dashers. Dayton looking for their 9th total win on the season, and if they do win tonight, they leapfrog the Danbury Whalers for first place.
Oh, watch out here. Zaleski getting into one of the players on the bench. I didn't see who the Dayton player was, and this is going to draw a crowd. Watch out here. So like I was saying, a brewing powder cake could be set up at any time. Zaleski and the Milkcakes, him and Mahfouz want to go now.
They already went in the second period. Zaleski guarded by 2 of the Stripes. Remember in that fight, Mahfouz was taking on Zaleski. Zaleski came full steam ahead, but he lost his balance. And Zaleski still being held by the linesman. They're opening up the Zamboni doors.
I tell you what, Mahfouz wouldn't be doing it if the linesman was holding on to Jamie Zaleski.
Zaleski into the dressing room he will go. The referee will head towards their crease. Got a tangling up of red jerseys, white jerseys. Blair now talking to Mahfouz. 2 Stripes holding him on.
Mahfouz doesn't want anything of Blair. Blair will destroy him. Blair, and maybe I'm a little biased here, but really, he's been in several fights this year. He's taking on Tagoni, most notably taking on Julian Fraser in mere seconds. Blair is one to be reckoned with. He is 245 pounds of raw power. If Mahfouz wants to keep all his teeth, he better be careful.
Also, Blair listed at 6'3". He's got good size on him. And also something to be said, a lot of these dashers have some good size on him. Sepner's got good size. Salfrink has good size too, as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Mike Chigasolo is starting to yell at the officials or somebody on the ice once again. You know, like we're saying, this has been quite an interesting game with the way things have gone.
One of the best rivalries in the Federal Hockey League, I'd say. Dayton versus Danville, a battle of the Midwest. And also, we have Dayton versus Danbury, battle of the FHL Finals. Dayton versus Watertown 2, formerly Thousand Islands. As we're waiting for the Stripes to go to the bench, Zaleski has been escorted off the ice. So 2 out of the 3 Stripes get together, they talk it over. Looks like the referee says put the spot in center ice. There's 5 dashers on, 5 demons on. Blair still talking to Mahfouz. 1 dasher in between the 2.
Oh, watch out here.
7:03 left to go in the third. And it's controlled by Danville. Ozelins off of Rose. It'll die behind the net of Jeff Rose. That's the game. Your final score, the Dayton Demonz 6 and the Danville Dashers 3.
All right, well, what a good game overall by both teams. You know, Dayton just kept it up all night. And Danville had plenty of chances. They had a very good third period, a very good first period as well. And really, they had a good second period for the time they weren't shorthanded. A lot of really iffy calls by the officials, especially in the second period, nearing the end, and Dayton just capitalized on almost every chance they got. But still, nonetheless, great game for both these teams. Dayton winning 3 of the 4 games this weekend, a very difficult task considering 4 games in 4 nights. That's a tough feat to accomplish. Needless to say, winning 75% of them. Danville getting 1 win this weekend, you know, good job by them too. They really kept into it. They did not get any blowouts against. They really kept into it. And really hats off to them as well. Both teams played a good game, all 3 games this weekend.
I tell you, I love this rivalry between Dayton and Danville. Very fierce, very intense, and it's always a good one to call here, especially at Hara Arena. As the Dayton Demonz make the rounds around the corners of the rink, high fives for all the fans that have stuck around and watched their team whip out a 6-3 victory over the Danville Dashers.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, with this rivalry starting up, this could be a really good rivalry going on as the FHL continues to grow, possibly expanding next season. You know, needless to say, they'll probably stay in the same division. They'll be rivals for years to come.
This will be a great rivalry. Hopefully the 2 teams stick around, because Dayton and Danville, very similar towns. From what I've heard, I've never been to Danville, but I've heard nice things about Danville. Very similar rinks, very old hockey barns that have hosted numerous teams, I should say, throughout the years. Like I said, great rivalry, and it's been a great series of games.
Definitely, and even though it can be an unfriendly rival on the ice, up here in the press box mainly, we're friendly rivals, we're good buddies.
Exactly. And hey, it's always nice to have you up here, all right?
Absolutely, and I got to have you come by to come check out a game of the David S. Palmer Arena in downtown Danville.
I will be there this season, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Your final score, Dayton Demonz 6, Danville Dashers 3. We'll have the stars of the game, a game recap. After this, you are listening to the Gem City Sports Network, and you're watching it live on the FHL Sports Network. Your 3 stars of the game. The 3rd star tonight, Ahmed Mahfouz. Mahfouz with a pair of assists and 6 shots on the night. He's the 3rd star. Anthony Battaglia is your 2nd star with a goal and 3 assists on the night, along with 6 shots. And your number 1 star tonight was 7 shots and 2 power play goals. Back is August Aiken.